Hello, ma'am. Welcome back to my channel.
Uh-huh.
So excited to welcome you. I have been waiting for a long time to have you in this precious moment.
Thank you so much for welcoming me, Priya. And I'm really sorry for the wait I have made you do. Sorry for that. So I'm really happy to be here and I will try my best to put something good out there.
Yeah. First of all, thank you so much for accepting my request and having this conversation right now.
Most welcome.
Yes, ma'am. So as we are meeting for the first time, so I want to know about yourself. Could you please introduce?
Yeah, for sure. So hello everyone. Hello Priya. My name is Gayatri Sharma. I'm from west part of UP. I've done my graduation, masters in English literature. I have been a trainer for almost 3.5 years. I have helped more than 6 to 7,000 learners in my journey, helping them improve their communication skills, English, grammar, pronunciation, and many more aspects of the language. Um, Throughout my journey, I have also I've got multiple chances to work with national, international, both the brands. Currently, I am associated with two American brands where I cater to American kids for their academic English. And I'm also working individually, independently as a trainer to help
Wow.
students out there.
Yeah, it's amazing and captivating to hear about your introduction. So I'm so
Thank you so
happy,
much.
ma'am. Especially because of your introduction, I got attracted. I seen your video in channel called Try to Thrive with Rajni ma'am. So when you given your introduction for her channel especially, it inspired me. That you have mentioned you have trained 5,000 people in that time when I watched your videos like that. That one thing inspired me. How is it possible for a single being a girl who's trained 5,000 people just by using her communication skill with help of English? So really, not only attracted by your English, I want to be like you. I would like to become a trainer. So this conversation is all about you are going to give a career guidance for a lot of students.
Okay. Um, though I think, in India is the topmost country in the world. If you really want to look for the career guidance, every single individual is there to guide you for your career at times, and people or maybe youth takes wrong decisions. And I don't consider myself as a good career counselor, but I would try to help out in general, right? How a person can choose a career path, how a person can navigate with a lot of options, right? Because we have a lot of options in the world right now out there. So I would help in that.
Yeah, please go forward. And I really want to know about how did you start your training journey, especially as a trainer. So I'm really eagerly waiting to know about it.
Okay. um I always had been dreaming about being a professor at a college or a university, because that is something which always used to attract me, and it still attracts me. It still lures me at time. I feel so happy when I see a lot of professors and people, because it is really prestigious and reputed, reputed job. But I never intended to be a trainer. I never thought when I was learning the language that I would be a trainer after 2 years of learning the language. But I could say that I am an accidental trainer. But now I am a trainer by heart, by soul. I love training people. I love talking to people. I love when I help them gain their confidence back. So, yeah, I started my journey in 2022 to be a trainer. So it's been 2022, 23, 24, and now we are in 25. And we are also in the mid of March. So it's been almost 3.5 years, right? So yeah, so officially I have been a trainer for 3.5 years, but if I say partially, I have been a trainer for almost 4 years, because when I was learning the language, when I was a learner, I started teaching to
Okay.
my comrades. I used to be active on a lot of social media platforms in order to improve my spoken English. So I used to be active there, and whatever I would learn from YouTube, I would go and teach. So for 6 months I trained 100 people for free of cost, and that was just, I would say, my training to be a trainer. And then yeah, suddenly a video popped up on YouTube. Luckily I got that video. I would not take the channel name or anything right now, but people know. When I tell them personally, they know what do I talk. So a video popped up on YouTube, and there was a ma'am. She said that if you want to be a trainer, if you are clear with your basic English or basics, so you can come, we will train you and we will guide you. So in 2022 March to April, I took that training. I was the part of the training for 45 days, and then I
Okay.
officially started my journey after that.
Wow. I think I can't even have words to describe about such a wonderful message that you have shared with me, especially a lot of people get beneficial from it. And I
Hmm.
want to know about that you have mentioned you had a training for 45 days.
Yeah.
So was it really for a certification course or just normal training?
So I did not get any certificate after that, but it was a very intense training, and it was a training by a really famous YouTuber.
Okay, but
Yeah.
I don't have any idea who was her. I
I
think.
cannot take her name right now, but she is really professional
Hmm,
and really good at things. I remember following her to learn spoken English. Then
okay.
after few months working with her as a trainer. So
Wow,
that's
that's
how my journey has
wonderful.
been. I used to love her. I used to love her, the way she teaches, the way she represents out there. I will definitely tell you a name after after the video, so you can go and explore her channel. Yeah,
Even I do have some idea about her. It might be wrong or right, I don't know. Even I will also tell you in the end of the
sure.
video.
Yeah,
Yes. Who inspired you to start your training journey? Because what are things you have mentioned here, shared here, I am almost seeing me in that place. Right now, I'm on my learning journey. Simultaneously, I'm teaching English for beginners unofficially. I am not an official trainer too. So that's why I'm eagerly waiting for this conversation.
okay. Who inspired me? Actually, as I told that it was never intended to be a trainer. Uh,
Yes.
However, when I okay, so what happened that I have always been good at catching things. Even
Okay.
you, it used to happen in class, in my school academics as well. So whenever a teacher would explain something, I would grab it and I would re-explain it to my class fellows or my friends, so that I can retain it, I can sustain it, because I have always loved explaining things. I love simplification, simplifying the concepts and then feeding to someone else. I love it. So what happened that when I was in my learning journey, I came across a lot of people who had lost their hopes. They were like, that is not something we can ever do. Right? But then so I was active on Telegram, and I used to take challenge for myself first, that okay, I will do it for 45 days, or I would do it for 90 days. And then I thought, like, see, Priya, I come from a background where nobody speaks in English.
Okay.
Nobody speaks in English, including my family, my siblings, my cousins, my friends. I come from Hindi medium background. Yeah. So then I thought that, oh, I need people, I need a company, because at times when you are alone, you lose motivation to work, to be consistent, right? You are not regular with your practices. Then I thought, okay, what how can I have regularity in my stuff? Is like, I will go to people and I will say, I will teach you for free,
Okay.
right? And then they will be there. So whole day I would be there on YouTube when I was learning spoken English, right? I will definitely give answer that who inspired me, but let me tell you a brief idea so that you will understand how it happened. So what I would do, whole day I would sit on YouTube, explore more than 10 videos on one concept like tenses, passive voice, modal verbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and whatnot. I would learn from there, and then I would go at night. So 8 to 10, I would teach those people for
Okay, that
free.
was
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. So I was like, okay, yeah. So I got really amazing feedbacks from them. Oh, Gayatri, you are such a good explainer. You make things so simple. You know how to build connectivity, because I used to contemplate a lot that how can I connect this tense in my real life? How can I connect this model verb in my real life? And the same ideas and brainstorming, I will put it at night to teach
Okay.
those students, to do teach those my friends, right? So I got really amazing feedbacks. And
Wow.
when they would
Yes.
come back to me, right, they would say, oh, I scored really good is my exams. I scored really, I'm able to speak basic sentences and something like that. From there, it was there in my brain that, okay, I could do something like that. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it gradually happened.
that was really mesmerizing, especially when you explain about your English journey. You're feeling like over the moon. You're so much of excited and surprised to share about your journey. And what are the things you have mentioned? I'm seeing like you. So that's why I have some connectivity when I watched your video. I got some spark.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why. So that's the main thing. I really wanted to have you in my channel. So, and the most important thing nowadays, as a learner, we are facing is yes, we learn English. Now we are speaking, but when it comes to improvement, like if we want to attain intermediate to advanced level, there we are stagnating and we are facing like plateau situation. We feeling we are stagnant here only. So we don't know how to improve our English, even though we are putting a lot of efforts, learning a lot of things, learning new vocabularies, following, reading, listening, every activities we are doing, but we are feeling stuck at at some point. So could you please clarify these doubts? Why are we are facing this plateau situation in our English journey, and what should we need to improve in order
Hmm.
to master our English and level up our English?
Hmm. Yeah. Even I'm getting nostalgia right now talking to you about my journey, because up till now, even on my real channel, I have not talked this stuff, right? So this video is quite exclusive right now, because I have not talked about my journey. Even today itself, one of my very students, she asked me, ma'am, we want to know your journey. So I would definitely forward this video to them, that please watch this video on Priya's channel. uh, so yeah, how can you overcome the plateau situation, right? See, Priya, I have always believed, that sharing is caring, right? How
Yes,
can we apply this particular saying in our learnings? At times, especially when you are the one who comes from different settings of Indian settings. Like when I say different settings, like you must be from southern part of India, right?
yes, of course.
So which
Tamil Nadu.
which state? Tamil
I'm from
Nadu.
Tamil.
Great. I'm from this UP, right? Then someone would be from Gujarat, from Maharashtra, from Bihar, from Bengal, something like that. Now they do not get that surrounding.
Yes,
That everyone around us talks in Tamil, Telugu, Malayali, Kannada, Hindi, Bhojpuri, whatnot. I respect all the languages and I love all the languages. A day before yesterday, I recorded a video with an American tutor. The video will be live soon on my channel, and I was telling her that in India, more than 22 constitutional languages are spoken, and we
yes.
have more than 148 languages which are spoken across the country. So she was shocked knowing this fact. Anyway, sharing is caring. When I say that whenever you learn something new, put it out there to other people. Yeah, if you are reading something, if you see, only reading will not help you, only listening will not help you, only reading and listening. So actually what happens that we consume a lot, but we are
Yes.
not able to retain it. And the
Right.
reason, lack of repetition. So how can you overcome this plateau situation is like you repeat a lot. And repetition can be when you you are very open to share it out. You are very excited to put it out. Hey, I learned a new word today. Let me teach you this word. So, for example, I learned a new word today itself. I was watching one of the very amazing podcast channel. It is like the Diary of a CEO. Even you may explore the channel if you want. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
I'll
an
try.
amazing channel. Yeah, and I learned a word there, nefarious, which means that if nefarious means a bad activity or a bad, something which very illicit or something very negative. So
Okay.
that lady was saying that, oh, if you sit with nefarious people, you will be called nefarious, something like that. That's the pronunciation. I might be mistaken. I might be wrong here, but that's how I learned. So right now, this word back then is there on my brain, and I'm putting it out. So I have repeated it. After this session, I have a class. I will repeat the same word there. In
Okay.
morning, I will repeat the same word. So
Okay.
this is how I include things, and I overcome the situation of getting stuck or that stagnant point where I feel that, oh, I'm not improving. If I can add even a single word every single day in my dictionary, that's a great win for me. Here I feel, no, I am not in that plateau loop, or I am not stagnant with my progress. I learn every day. Being a trainer of of the language, when I teach American kids, their syllabus is crazy, which we learn in our competitive exams. They learn in their fourth, fifth, sixth, eighth grade. I know, I keep up with that syllabus, right? So yeah,
So
getting over
that's
with the
why
Plato situation. Yeah,
that's why they are intelligent, even in a small age.
yeah, they are very intelligent. They are very outspoken, very straightforward, very amazing at times. So that's what I feel. Yeah, that could be the way that you are learning gradually. Yes, learning one word a day will not make you feel that, oh, you are improving a lot, or you have that drastic change.
Okay.
It will not
Improvement.
happen, but gradually you can see positive results.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely right. It's a terrific, how can we say, explanation that you have given here. Repetition. Definitely, we will incorporate this one term in our English journey in order to avoid or eliminate the stagnant situation in our journey. And what kind of content you would suggest for intermediate people, especially learners? Mostly we used to watch conversation type of content or some podcast or some
Uh-huh.
content in English. So when it comes to uh, be a advanced speaker, is really pronunciation so important like accent? I know the difference between pronunciation and accent, but most of the native speakers sounds good compared to like
Mhm.
southern part of India or any part of India. If I'm speaking, definitely I have the mother tongue influence while I'm pronouncing few words. But speaker like you are trainer, you are speaking the natural flow. So that's we are which means expecting. So could you please give
Uh-huh.
tips to?
Mm-hmm. As I have already told that there will be a podcast soon, maybe tomorrow and day after tomorrow on my channel, and I really request, not suggest, I request you to watch, because that podcast is recorded. It has been recorded with a Native American trainer. She is an American, plus she is a trainer for 5.5 years. So same question I asked her, that I will not take her name right now, but I asked her that, what do you think about accents? How
Okay.
does it impact you if a person coming from different global sites, maybe different countries or continents, how does it make you feel when they talk? So they don't have the American accent. And she was very polite, very kind. She said, Gayatri, it doesn't affect me much. And a person or a learner, never, that they should never get affected with this accent and pronunciation thing. She said, people misunderstand pronunciation and accent and they merge it. Pronunciation is a different thing, accent is a different thing. I will give you an example. For example, address and address. So, address is a location of someone, and address is that I want to talk about something. I want to address that
Point of
matter. I discuss point, right? I want to address it. Now, if I pronounce both the thing as address, will it make
okay.
any sense?
No.
No, it will confuse the
No.
person, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Then I have one more word. I will give you one more example. For example, record,
Okay.
record, 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 and record.
Record.
Now,
I know
yeah,
record. Remember record.
yeah. So record is like it's a verb, it's an action. For example, I can say, let me put it out here. Like, I have a mobile phone. I can say I am recording my video right now. So it's an action,
Okay.
right? And record is data of something.
Data. Yes.
Yeah. You
Just
remember this?
we written something for our examination.
Yeah, that's a record. So if I mispronounce these four words, I will not be able to pass my message to someone else. Now there is no accent, no accent, right? So she told me, Gayatri, pronunciation is really important, not an accent. Your pronunciation should be clear, specific, so the person can get the right message, address, record and record, something like that. But when it comes to accent and the dialect, people should wear it with proud. They should say, oh, that is something I come from. That is my identity. Why should I lose my identity? A lot of people, they go to America, they go to Britain and different like Canada or Australia, and within a year they try to sound like very fake or something. So they
Yes.
shouldn't do it. And even she said the same thing. So I go for the same thing. For me, if you love, see, if your basics are clear, if you are upper intermediate, now accent, acquiring an accent is your passion. You are in love with that. Please make a move. But if it is something which you want to acquire because you want to show off, or you want to get fit in a situation or in a group of people, or you are getting judged, that's why you want to change it, don't do it. Focus on the correct pronunciation, not on the accent. That's what I'll say.
Oh, well, absolutely right that you have mentioned. Even I too know the importance of pronunciation, but when
Mhm.
you explain the difference between the pronunciation of the word record, record, address, that was amazing, especially. So this is the first time I'm hearing about the differentiate between record and record like that. So hereafter, I have the clarity. Now I have the clarity where I should want to work on. I think that if I sounds like a native means if I speak different accent, people would get attracted about my English like that. Now only I came to know about the real meaning of the pronunciation. So thank you so much for your valuable points that you have shared me. It's a high open conversation for me. Hereafter, I'm not going to, which means false my accent. I'm not going to show off my English too. I'm going to concentrate on my standard pronunciation and right pronunciation. I think that
Even,
would help for me.
yeah, in the world, English is spoken globally right now. So 3 years back, or I would say 3 years ago, there used to be only two pronunciation. One is American, one is British. You know, but right now, if you go on Google, you can see three pronunciation, because in the world, Indian population is the biggest population which speak in English, who speak in English. Yeah, even not total American and British, they are not in total. Indians are biggest in the world worldwide, because China speaks Chinese, right?
Yes.
Japanese speak Japanese, they are really proud of it. But because we are the country where we are the service based country, I should not talk about geopolitics and something like here, but let me tell you one example. Okay, why do we learn English? Why are we learning English? Because we are looking for a lot of jobs from different MNCs, different people, or maybe now because it's a language to change. Even from if a south person from south comes, he or she can talk to north people, or north can talk to south people, because for a brain it is not easy to learn 22 constitutional languages and 148 like Indian languages. It's a really big number. That's why we are learning English, right? So there is nothing like crying over accents or something. You don't have to do that. You just have to be very specific with your pronunciation, address, record
Uh,
and record, and something like that, and then you are good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing. I really fall in love with the way you explain the things because there are a lot
Uh,
of trainers are there. If I ask any question to them, they explain something, but I will not get attracted to completely. But the way you explain, I got the clarity, and at once I know where I should work on hereafter like that. So thank you so much.
uh,
Actually, you are a good trainer. I absolutely say that. Accept it also. So
I
that
am on the path to improve more.
yeah, you're an inspiration for a lot of women like me, girls like me, who have the aspiration to become a trainer. So
Hmm.
last but not the least, you have mentioned that you have started your career as a trainer like that. So if I want
Hmm.
to be a trainer, where I need to work on and what should the right strategies that I have to follow? And in my English, you have make some conversation with me, so you know where I'm lagging and where should I need to work. So could you please tell that means definitely it will be a great and clear pathway to focus more on more in order to improve my English and to become a trainer as like you.
Oh yeah, you can be a trainer, obviously. I'll definitely ask you to work on your technical part, you know.
Okay.
But obviously, when you are a trainer, learners, they might come from varieties of background.
Yes.
Yeah. Now there could be a learner 6 years old, 6 year old, or there could be a person 60s, in their 60, 70, or maybe 55, because I have worked with such learners. I have worked with people who are in their mid 50s, mid 60s. They are 65, 67, 74, 7. I have worked with them. So, first of all, it's really important to be very, very clear about your basics, the fundamentals of spoken English, right? So, there should be very specific topics you can master. Anyone, not only you. If audience is looking, they are watching the video and they have any urge to be a trainer, their basics must be very clear. Basic grammar must be very clear. Though people believe that grammar is not important, grammar is the foundation of any language in the world. You accept it or you don't, that's your fault. But I would still stand by my thing or my belief, right? Basics. Second, experiment with your teachings. So whatever you learn, re-explain it to someone else and seek for the feedbacks from the person. At times when we become teacher or when we become trainers, we just teach something, we put it out, but then later we do not care that has the person got or not. If the person or if the learner is still in the confusion, right? This is your job. You are teaching a language, and language is about emotion. It's not about technical. Oh, today I teach you the tense, later your responsibility. I don't mind, or I don't give damn what do you do after this or not. No, just teach something, put it out, and learn how to build relatability with the concepts you want to put. Yeah.
Okay.
So you first be very clear with your basics. Second, explain things, ask for the feedbacks, learn from the learners, understand the psychology of the people who you come across, who you teach to. Ask for the varieties of feedbacks, constructive feedbacks. Ask them, did you understand the concept? Did you uh, like you can also ask that, were you able to make that relation between this concept and with your real life?
Okay.
Simplify things as much as you can, right? That could be thing.
Yes.
And third, be very polite with your students, because students come to you with a lot of hopes. So you have to learn how to deal with their hopes. At times they will be very unrealistic with their hopes. Ma'am, I want to be fluent in just 21 days, or maybe in just 2 months, or maybe just 3 months. So that could be also third point, that learn how to deal with, with these people or these things. Fourth, I would say, if you really want to go for any certification, you can go for that. You can take some certifications like TOEFL, TESOL. They are not very expensive, like they are like 20,000 rupees or 25,000 rupees. Even I am planning to go for some certifications. So
Wow.
those certification are not going to make any differences, but they will help me to get an edge in my career, right? Because people believe it's all about a piece of paper having in your hand and as a certificate. So you can
Oh,
go for that. And fifth, you can take a guidance from a trainer, a person who is really experienced in the field. You
okay.
can consult with that person. You can learn all the in and outs of the field. If you are not able to deal, like for example, we have recently planned I have planned with one YouTuber to launch a train the trainer program, because I
Okay.
have been asked more than 100 times, ma'am, how to be a trainer. Even that YouTuber was also saying that, Gayatri, we must plan something for women. So you can also apply that. So it's a slight promotion for my new program, but that's what you can do.
That's amazing. Actually, thank you so much. You're so sweet that you take your time and explain politely. These are the strategies, Priya, that you have to follow, that you should want to give your attention like that. It means a lot to me.
For sure.
Okay.
Then all the very best.
Yeah, thank you so much for your precious time that you have taken in the part of my channel. I'm so privileged to have you here. So once again,
That's my
thank you.
pleasure.
I really enjoyed it. It's not only a fruitful conversation, a lot of valuable stuffs are hidden from it. If people would see this video, definitely they will gain a lot of knowledge how to improve their English, how to break boundaries, especially the plateau situation. So
Yeah.
thank you
Then
so
I
much.
wish you all the best.
Yeah. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.